everyone. With Shark Week coming up, I thought there was no better Throwback Thursday review than to take a look at Steven Spielberg's 1975 classic thriller, Jaws. This is absolutely a Hollywood classic, and it's really a masterclass in how to create a fantastic on-screen thriller. If you haven't seen it yet, you really are in for a treat. And remember, hit the subscribe button for more videos and definitely give me a thumbs up if you like this review. So the basic plot is there's this island off the coast and there's this town called Amity. It's high summer season and suddenly a great white shows up and it starts attacking people. So everybody's in an uproar, and the town chief, Chief Brody, has to figure out what's going on. Chief Brody, played by Roy Scheider, fantastic actor, is helped out by Matt Hooper from the Oceanographic Institute, and he is played by Richard Dreyfuss. So you've got these two guys teamed up to get this great white shark, and it is an amazing film. Fantastic acting. And the kind of gist of the rest of the film is, trying to figure out where the shark is, how big he is, and there's a lot of kind of ins and outs and ups and downs as the shark keeps attacking people. What's really, really great about this film, and I think you get a sense of it right from the start, is the music. And when you're looking at one of these classic films that really stands the test of time, it is a whole slew of things that come together from all these really talented people to just make the whole package stick the landing. And when you have composer John Williams doing the music, you really are going to stick that landing, and you're going to do it in a really amazing way. I mean, those classic sounds, those notes from the shark attack. I mean, everybody knows those notes, even if they're not really familiar with the film itself. And there really is no greater composer, I think, in the modern era than John Williams, and how he crafts sound within the film to create tension and lightness and emotion. And he kind of works with the rhythm of the story to kind of add to it, and you really do get a sense of it from just these notes. And then you notice that as the action picks up, the notes get faster and faster and faster to build the tension. And then when it's time to slow down, the shark's disappeared, the notes get slower and lower and lower until they attack again. And so he really, really builds that music into the film. And Steven Spielberg, man, he just kind of goes with it, pulls it all together. It is a fantastic element to this particular film. And I don't think the film would have been the same without that particular soundtrack. So definitely kudos to John Williams on that. Now, one of the other things that Steven Spielberg does amazingly well with his kind of his camera direction is the use of negative space. Some of those big dark spaces or big bright spaces to kind of give you the illusion of depth or something more to come. So you really get a sense of space and depth because of the way that they use the camera, or the way Spielberg uses the camera in the film. I mean, you get a sense of what's above the water by, what you see, from the surface up, the top part of the swimmers, the top part of the boats, the floaters, things like that. And you also get, look at maybe the shark fin or anything that might kind of peek up above the surface. But when you're there, you also get the sense of oh my God, there's something underneath that you can't see that's touching or grabbing or moving. And in the case of some of the scenes where the shark is attacking and you see the swimmer just being pulled around, or you see the floaters that are kind of attached to the shark get pulled around, and you get a sense of where the shark's going or how fast the shark is moving because of how fast the floaters or other things attached to it are actually moving. It's really, really fantastic storytelling and really amazing camera work, because you get the depth, you get the sense of space, you get the off-camera urgency and just anxiety building moments where you're waiting. And then there's the music that comes in to kind of ramp up that tension. It's like a mixture of so many different elements that really just kind of gel together. And that's when you know you have a truly amazing classic film that is going to stand the test of time. I mean, there are people who watch this film and they remember it all their lives, like me. And some people like me who don't go swimming in the ocean anymore for whatever reasons, maybe because of Jaws, maybe not. But you always remember that moment of like, what's below the surface. And a lot of times you think back to movies like this, and it's just done so very, very, very well. And this film is also known for probably one of the most classic lines in cinema. And when you hear it, you just know what they mean.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
And when you hear Roy Scheider say that, you're like, holy cow, this is serious. And just the look on his face, the way he's moving. I mean, you knew it was bad, but now you see him and you see his terror, and then you feel your own anxiety ramp up in line with what you're seeing on the screen. It's just a phenomenal combination of script, acting, visuals, sounds, all of it. And if you're gonna get ready for Shark Week, which is just next week, this is the film to watch. I don't know that I'd bring a child to watch it. I think they might get a little scared of the shark, but I think in most cases, it's just a great film. Have fun watching it with your friends. Have a good time watching it. And hey, if you don't want to watch a film, if you'd rather do a beach read, you can always read Jaws. And the original novel was written by Peter Benchley, and it is also a really good story. And I gotta say that I'm so glad they made this film, because it stands the test of time. Filmed in 1975. So now it's 45, 44 years old, 43 years old. I can't do the math. Don't ask me to do math. I mean, and it's just as good today as the day that it was filmed. And so definitely check that film out. If you see it in the theater, don't miss the chance. Go watch it in the theater, because there's nothing better than seeing Jaws on the big screen with the sound and the music and that kind of shared atmosphere with the rest of the audience. Super fun stuff. All right, everybody. If you like this review, please do subscribe. And also give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're out there. And you watch Jaws. Let me know what you think. What did you think of this film? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you swim in the water? Are you afraid of sharks? I'm really curious to know, because I don't swim in the ocean anymore. And I don't know. Maybe it's because of Jaws. Maybe not. We'll see. All right, everybody. I will talk to you later. So stay tuned for more videos. And have a great Shark Week coming up. Bye.